And we are recording. Okay. Hi, I'm Barb. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good. So, first of all, I just want to introduce you. This is Aunt Barb. She's the star of the Aunt Barb Show.
Hello, thank you for having me today.
So, okay. There's one thing I want to talk to Aunt Barb about. And so we're okay, right now we're camping. And we went around the campground multiple times. I swear, there's so many campers for sale.
I know there is, and I think it has to do with COVID. Because when COVID hit, people had to stay home, but you were allowed to go camping. So everybody went out, got campers, lots, this and that, and then all of a sudden, COVID's over, and they're tired of camping.
Yeah,
There's a lot. There's a lot of campers out here for sale.
And I think we seen, what was it, like 2 that, like, got sold in, like, 2 days, or, like, a day?
There's 2 of them that was for sale, yep, they're gone already.
So
hopefully everybody else can sell theirs that don't want them.
So, last night, we were playing Monopoly. But it was almost like a mini, it was a mini version of Monopoly.
And Aunt Barb won.
And I swear, she was like the financial juggernaut. She had like everything over there. Like,
just buying, that's the key to it. Buy everything you can buy.
I had $50 in my bank at the end.
And then try to do some trading and get houses and hotels as soon as you can. It don't matter if you spend all your money on them, you can always resell them.
So, how is regular Monopoly different from your Monopoly that you play on your phone?
Oh, well, on my phone, I own everything right out. Every time I land on it, I collect money. If somebody's on my property, which goes through Facebook, your Facebook friends are on there, plus other people from Facebook that you don't even know. So, if you land on there and they're on there, they owe you rent, and then they pay that. But if you land on a railroad, you either shut down somebody's property, which they can shield the property. So if you have it protected, it just hits their shield. You have to hit usually 5 times somebody's shield before you can start shutting down their property. And I usually don't do that. I don't target people.
Okay, that's not what Paige says.
Well, that's Paige. It comes up, and if it comes up, usually I'll, try to shut them down. But I will target people that have targeted me. And I have had people that have targeted me. And so, yeah, I'm going to get you back. And that was Paige's thing. She targeted me one time, and that was revenge. So you can't do that. You either shut somebody down, or it's a bank heist, which you get to steal money from their bank. And I have bankrupted quite a few people, I will admit that.
So, like, no mercy, right? No mercy.
No mercy.
No mercy. Speaking of no mercy, tomorrow at the Big Bag Beatdown, you and Grandma are gonna be in a boxing match. I mean, how did that come to be?
I don't know. We were just out here in the kitchen cooking, and it come up, but I'll try not to hurt her too bad. I won't knock her out completely, but we're both getting up there in age, so we have to be careful.
I swear I'm gonna be sitting in the front row, and some guy's glasses, or one of you guys' glasses are gonna come flying at me.
Yeah, no hitting in the face, because we do both wear glasses.
So there's gonna be 3 rounds, each lasting 2 minutes.
Okay.
Haven't really thought of that yet. But at the end of each round, if they need to, they can like take a drink of water or something, take a drink of something, and take a rest. But
yeah, that should be fun and entertaining.
Well, I'm also on lead commentary, so yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
So I also have another question.
All right.
You think Grandma's gonna knock you out?
No. She might think she can, but she's not gonna knock me out.
So, oh, were you gonna say something?
No.
Oh, okay.
It should be interesting. Hopefully the weather holds out. We've had some cool weather. You know, but hopefully it's nice out tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be.
Okay, which this leads me to my next question.
Okay.
How hot does this is a random question, but how hot does it have to be for you to get into a pool? We've had this discussion a while, but
it would have to be like bath water, but I'm not getting in the pool. Those days I think are behind me.
Really?
Yeah. I'm getting up there in age. I just don't like doing the pool thing. So I'll probably never get in a pool again. I just go watch the kids so they don't drown.
Now, what if they do drown?
Well, Colton can save himself, and he would have to save Cambria.
Oh, I can swim.
Yeah.
She's getting there.
Cambria does good on swimming, so she should be okay.
But, okay, I'm just asking questions.
Alright.
I guess it's basically a Q&A podcast, but... So, okay, recently I've been to Cedar Point on a band trip, and me and Amber have been talking about this quite a bit. What's the biggest ride you go on at Cedar Point?
I went on a ride years and years ago. I'm sure it was called Whitewater Landing. Whitewater rafting. Something like that. I don't even know if it's there anymore. But it was a huge ride, and never again.
Wasn't it like a log ride where...
No, that wasn't a log ride. I have been on the log ride. That's okay. I'm not real crazy about that, but that Whitewater Landing it was huge. It just went way up, way down.
So, I've asked you this before, but I've never asked you on here because it's our first episode, but... Would you ride Millennium Force?
No. I won't ride any other rides at Cedar Point.
No?
No. I don't like them. I don't like heights. That kind of stuff scares me. So, no rides at Cedar Point.
Okay, well, so... Sorry, I had to stretch.
That's all right.
So, honestly, I don't know why I didn't do this when I introduced you, but, like, what was your life before you moved here, I guess? Is, like, just introduce yourself a little bit.
My life before I moved here, well, I was born in 1966. Grew up out in the country. I've always lived in the country. On a pig farm, actually. We lived on a pig farm.
Pig farm, okay.
So, like... We always liked playing in the barn. Pigs are mean. They look cuddly, but no, they're mean. You have
really? Because I've always looked at a pig and been like, no. I could hug that.
Oh, no, you can't hug it because they can be mean, especially them old big mama pigs. Because they got babies, and yeah, they can be mean, but we always had to stay away from them when we were in the barn. But we always played out in the barn, and we always had dogs and cats. And I mean, you know, we weren't rich when we were growing up, but we, you know... Our parents took care of us, and we had a good time. And then, you know, every Sunday, and this is, I think is a very important thing, every Sunday, we went to our grandma's for dinner. We weren't invited. You were never invited. You just knew that Sundays you go to grandma's for dinner. And I think it's important. I think more families should do that kind of stuff.
I like when families get together and do, like, big things. I don't know, it's just...
And we always had chicken, because our grandma liked chicken.
Hey, I like chicken too.
I know. We always grew up eating chicken every Sunday.
Like, all my friends are like, they hate family reunions. They don't want to see their family, but like, right. I love when like we do like family reunion like type, you know, like at Christmas and like at Thanksgiving. Yeah. Because like, I don't know, I'm a family person, you know. I like to see a lot of family members.
That's what we did every Sunday. We went to grandma's for dinner. Not too, I mean, I lived in Montpelier then, for probably 30 years. And worked at the nursing home as dietary manager. I enjoyed that. Then I just decided to move out here closer to my sister and her family. And I work at Teal College in the bistro, which I enjoy. I do enjoy that. That's about it.
Which, okay, hopefully this isn't going to be a little bit personal, but like, Teal College, I just want to, like, how was the work experience there? We might be exposing them, or maybe we shouldn't be talking about this, but...
The work experience, it's a good place to work. You know, I like everybody there. It's, you know, we get really busy. They need to make sure they have more help when we go, especially when we go back in August, because we're really, really busy. But it's a nice place to work for the most part. You know, I enjoy it. I like working in the bistro better than I do the cafeteria, but...
So, wait, have you ever worked in the cafeteria before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah, I work downstairs.
Okay. So, there's a lot of things, a lot of good things I've heard about Teal, a lot of bad things I've heard about Teal, but one of the things that don't really get talked about a lot is how it, like, how I think it's haunted, and like how a lot of people think it's haunted. Yeah, that's what a lot of people think.
Yeah, I think it's haunted too. I don't know. There's just a feeling.
See, that's weird because when I'm in there, I also like get a weird feeling something's watching me or like something's
I do too.
there.
I went in the restroom one night. It was closing. Nobody was there except me and Grandma, Connie, and I gotta go to the restroom. So I went to the restroom. And I'm sitting there using the restroom, and a toilet flushed in one of the stalls. I'm like, oh, okay, time to get out of here. And then I was in the cafeteria alone, again, doing some things, and I heard a door creaking open. Well, there was no door to creak open, so it was time to get out of there.
All the doors there don't creak.
No.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that one time I went on the elevator, and I thought, nope, something ain't right. I got off and took the steps because I thought, something ain't right with that elevator. It's creepy.
Now, our grandma Connie, she actually had a story one time that she told me. I don't know, she was in her office doing something, and then she saw a lady. Her office is like right on the corner, so when you turn that corner, you can see people walk by.
Mm-hmm. So,
she was sitting there in her office, and then she sees an old woman walk past, going to the bathroom, and then she's standing there for, I want to say, like, for a good, maybe 10 minutes, and that old woman still isn't out, so she gets somebody with her to go check, because, you know, she didn't, if it was a real person, she didn't want to see a dead body in there alone.
Yeah.
So she got somebody to come check for her, and there was nobody there.
Yeah.
And there's really no place to exit from where that bathroom is other than the elevator, but you'd hear the door open.
Right, you'd hear that. Yeah. They think it was Mrs. Anderson because it sounded, they described her, Grandma described her to somebody, and yeah, that's Mrs. Anderson. But,
and
yeah.
For people who don't know who Mrs. Anderson is, there's a bus tour company near us called Anderson Buses, and one of the people that started it was Miss Anderson. So, and didn't she also help with the opening of Teal?
Yeah, they donated money to Teal.
Yeah.
And they have an Anderson dining room there with some of her furniture and stuff in it, which is really creepy too. When you go in there, you get a feeling.
Yeah. Oh my! Every single time I'm in there, I look at the door and I just feel like, oh my god. And I don't know how Grandma feels because that door is right in her office. You know.
I know.
So sitting there doing work, and all of a sudden, while she's sitting there doing work, and all of a sudden that door just flies open and there's nobody there.
Yeah.
I'd be out of there in a heartbeat.
Oh, I would be too.
Yep.
I'd be done with that. But that is interesting. Interesting place.
So, where did you work before you went to Teal?
I worked at Evergreen Nursing Rehab Facility in Montpelier as the dietary manager. I was there 25 years.
Was there anything ghost, spooky related when you were there happened, or anything odd that happened to you? So, you know, since we're on the topic of paranormal.
Not really. Where my office was at, it was down by the dining room, and when it was like closed, you know, before they come in the mornings, it was a little like, it could be like a little creepy down there. We did have some nursing assistants telling how they'd seen somebody sitting in the dining room, and it had been a resident that had recently died. But I never really seen anything like that. But it was like, just had this feeling down there that,
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
So we're gonna stay on the paranormal topic.
Okay.
Can't speak. Anything out of Teal and Evergreen hospital, nursing home.
Rehab facility.
Have you ever experienced like anything just out of work paranormal, ever, or weird?
Yeah. When our dad was sick, and Grandma's dad was sick. Have I told you the stories about that?
I don't think so. No.
When he was sick, he was on hospice, so we knew he was gonna die. So we had him at home, and had us bed in the dining room. So I had given him a bell to ring. He needed us. He's like, I'm not ringing that bell. And I'm like, well, Dad, come on. If you need something, just ring it so we'll know, because we're in the other room. Nope, wasn't ringing it. So the night we were in the living room, we hear the bell ringing. So me and Grandma and Mama and Ginger went. And he's laying there sleeping. We're like, Dad, do you need something? He's like, no. Like, but you rang the bell. He's like, no, I didn't. I didn't touch that bell. Yeah. So I think that happened like twice. The bell rang. We went in there and he's sleeping. And that night he died. So, what does that tell you? Somebody was there letting us know that he was going to heaven.
Dang.
And when he died, he lifted his arms up. Like somebody had come to get him.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Serious. That happened. And then a few months before he died, he decided he wanted to go to the cemetery where our brother, his son, was buried, to visit. So we went to the cemetery. On the way back, Dad's like, hey, look at that balloon out there in the field. Out there in this old field was a balloon.
Just a random balloon just floating out there?
Random balloon. And I'm like, well, we're like, wow, what's that doing there? And Dad's like, well, I don't know, but go get it. So I jumped out.
Oh, I couldn't. I would have been creeped out. Oh my God.
Jumped a little ditch and got that balloon, and it was the Lord's Prayer.
Really?
So I think somebody sent that for us to find. Yep. So, do I think that there's angels? And yes, absolutely. There's a heaven. There's a God. Sends you signs.
So, anything else happen out of paranormal, or is that like?
I think that was can't remember anything else. Well, except then when Mama and Ginger was in the hospital, sick. She actually died, and they brought her back.
Why would they bring her back?
Well, they have to. It's trauma. It's a trauma unit. They have to bring you back.
Oh, like back to life?
Yeah, back to life.
Oh, I thought you meant like she died and then they gave you the body just to keep.
No.
Okay, no.
She coded, which she died, and they worked on her at the trauma unit to bring her back. And then she was very upset because they brought her back, because she said she's seen a white light, and our dad and our brother Randy was there. And she said every night when she went to bed, she always said, if I could just hold Randy's hand one more time. Well, after she died, he was there with our dad, and he held her hand. He's like, Mom, why are you here? She's like, well, I want to be with you. It's like, it's not time for you yet. You need to go back. That's then when they brought her back.
She died again, or was she alive for a while?
No, she was alive for months after that, yeah.
And
So see, there's an afterlife. No, there's angels. Some people don't believe that, but I certainly do. But she was glad that she was brought back so she could be with everybody.
yeah.
But at the time, she was a little angry. So,
Why don't you guys just pull that wire? Gosh dang it. No, I'm kidding. I actually have a story about something paranormal.
okay.
Again, going back to Teal. We were, you know that, what would you call it? Mooms calls it the dungeon. The bakery and the baker and...
Oh, the bakery area?
No, it's where they cook the food for the cafeteria.
Yeah, the kitchen.
Yeah, the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. I was in the kitchen. This was actually at one of our family members' baby gender reveal. Our grandma, she worked there. We needed some more water, so she went back. She asked me to go back to the kitchen with her so I can carry the water bucket, and we went back there. She turned on the water, and it was dark back there. Grandma was like, I gotta use the restroom. Can you... She's like... She said if I could stand there and pour the water, and she goes to the bathroom, and I'm like, heck no. It's just scary in here. And so we're sitting there, and I kid you not, I swear, I saw somebody walk from the bakery area to the back freezer.
Really?
I swear, Grandma didn't see it, but I swear I saw it like somebody. It almost looked like an old woman, like, crouch over, just walking.
This is dangerous.
Like, yeah, probably. Oh my god. This place is scary.
Well, it is.
One of the most scariest places in Teal, other than Anderson Dining Room, has got to be where they do their prom and stuff. Like up.
Bell HR?
Yeah. That room has got to be scary, and that long hallway at the end of it, where the door where it goes in that long hallway.
Yeah,
that's scary.
I know there's a hall that I go down this long hall. I go down to the back elevator. As you're walking down there, the doors will shut.
Just on their own.
Huh?
Just on their own.
Yeah. Yeah, you walk and the door will shut.
I think I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. It's like a carpeted hallway.
Yeah.
With yellow walls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, no, it's scary. We had one student that went that hallway out to that back elevator to take trash out. As he was getting off the elevator, somebody said, "Have a nice night." There's nobody with him on the elevator.
I couldn't.
So he has never went down that elevator again. Yeah.
That Teal's just a scary place in general, honestly.
Yeah, it is. That building is scary.
So, there was a joke that you said on your first Aunt Barb episode. Yeah, we're switching late. There was a joke that you said in your first Aunt Barb episode. Mm-hmm. It wasn't really a joke, but you just said you were in line at Walmart and there's a lady in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
That made a comment that you didn't like.
She made a racist comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the cashier didn't like it. So she was mad, and she started throwing my groceries around. And I'm like, hey, don't be throwing my groceries around just because you're mad at that woman right there that made a racist comment.
Oh, my God.
Take it out on my stuff. That made me mad.
Speaking of cashiers, we went to a place last night, and the cashier at that place.
He's got to give it a chance. It's not easy. He'll be fine. Hopefully he's still there.
I swear, there were only 3 people working that place. I feel like there should have been at least more.
Well, 2 of them was new.
Oh, was it the cashier?
The cashier and the girl in the back.
Yeah.
Cooking the food. They were new. That was their first day.
For real?
Yeah,
Really?
and they had that one woman training both of them.
Oh. You know, you would at least have two. One cashier to train that one and one cooker to train that one.
That's why people don't stay at jobs, because of the fact that they don't get enough training.
You know what you're saying?
Yeah, that's the reason people don't keep jobs, because they don't get proper training.
Yeah.
They need to know how to do their jobs properly. But hopefully they both made it. Especially that kid at the cashier.
Oh my god. We were back there and I swear he was all over that place. He was all over it.
I think those broken eggs had him all flustered.
Oh my, over broken eggs.
Yeah.
I could have sworn there was like... could have sworn there was some joke you told me. It wasn't really a joke, but it was just something funny that you did. Or you and Grandma did. It was like something broken or... I don't know.
Can't remember.
Okay. Well.
We'll have to review that. Talk about it some other time.
Yeah. So, okay. Recently, you guys went on a trip back home. How was your trip? Tell me all about it.
It was good. We enjoyed it. Seen family, friends. Went to the cemetery. We had a friend whose partner died, so we visited him to see how he was doing. And spent time with family at dinner. Went to Pioneer Pizza Barn. Best pizza you can ever have in the world. I always eat there every time I go home. Visited the cemetery, took flowers to everybody. And just visited with family and friends and good meals, and that's about it. Stayed at the hotel and it was fun. We had a good time.
I heard some stories about Grandma eating breakfast without you a couple of times, and she came back to the hotel, took a nap, and when she woke up, you were still sleeping.
Yep. I couldn't get up at 7 o'clock to go have breakfast.
You did one, so...
I did once. Their breakfast is okay, but I wish they would have had something besides scrambled eggs and sausage.
Like, change it up every once in a while.
Yeah, maybe some bacon.
Oh, I'd love bacon.
I do too.
So...
But they... sausage. It was greasy.
I like sausage, but like there's a limit to how much grease can be on a sausage.
Yeah.
With any food on it, like on that, like. Yeah. So now that we're on the topic of food, how do you feel about Red Lobster going bankrupt?
They should have known better. People eat shrimp. People eat endless shrimp. It's gonna cost money. They should have known not to do that.
They should have done it like on certain days,
Yeah, like a Monday. Who goes out for dinner on Mondays?
Yeah.
Nobody. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they can recover from that, but it don't look very good.
And I also saw that Buffalo Wild Wings, they're doing endless boneless wings on Mondays and Wednesdays, apparently to poke fun at Red Lobster on...
Well, they'll think it's fun when they start going bankrupt because of all those wings people eat.
Yeah.
They'll be the next one going into bankruptcy.
Speaking of wings, what restaurant has the best wings you've ever ate?
That Little Bit restaurant.
It's by the lake.
By the lake.
Oh, I love that restaurant. Their country fried steak.
I love them wings.
It's just one little bit, if you're watching this, which 100% you're not. 100% chance you're not. But change it to where you can have mashed potatoes and fries.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah, if you want 2 potatoes, you should be able to have 2 potatoes.
Any other restaurant I go to, I always get mashed potatoes and fries. But when you go there, you're not allowed to have mashed potatoes and fries.
No. I don't know why.
Stupid.
Potatoes aren't expensive.
But honestly, if I could, I would have their wings as the main course. If I could. Honestly.
Then you'd miss your country fried steak.
I'd take that back.
I like their pork steak.
Their pork steak? What's the best steak you've ever had? Like, any restaurant you've ever been to?
Texas Roadhouse ribeye.
Oh, I love Texas Roadhouse.
I do too. But yeah, I've never been to a restaurant and have been able to order a pork steak.
Really?
Yeah, that's just not something. They have pork chops, some restaurants, but not a pork steak. And I like pork steaks.
Okay, still being on the topic of food, we're going on a trip, couple of weeks. We're going on a mall trip.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Sure.
oh, the mall had probably one of the best Chinese food I've ever had. They have like a little Chinese place. I don't want to, Asian, Chinese, Japanese. I think it's Japanese.
Yeah.
But they have the best food ever. Of like, oh my god.
I always get Subway sub. Chinese food can do bad things to me. So I don't want to be at the mall and have bad things happening to me after I eat Chinese food.
We're also going to Olive Garden. What's your favorite food at Olive Garden?
Oh my god, they're fettuccine Alfredo.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah. I used to get it with a steak, but I didn't get enough fettuccine Alfredo, so now I get it with the chicken, so it's a big old bowl of pasta.
Is it like cut up chicken? And
Yeah,
like,
with chicken on top. And it's crispy chicken, so it's been like, it's like breaded. Oh my god, that's so good. I had that last year.
so what's one of the oh, were you gonna say something?
No, but I also love their salad, and I love their mozzarella sticks with their marinara. Oh my, I could eat that. I could eat a bowl of that marinara sauce.
Just straight marinara.
Yes.
Is it that good?
Oh yeah.
Okay, real quick. We're gonna go off topic real quick, but then we'll go back on topic. Probably one of the best marinara sauces I've ever had. It's a little family company. They're called, I think it's Mama Pia's, but you only get them in New Zealand. Newcastle, thank you.
Okay.
Oh my god, New Zealand.
Oh my god, when have you been to New Zealand?
Oh my god, no.
Newcastle.
But, oh my god, I literally just drinked it straight from the thing. It's that good.
What is that, an Italian restaurant?
No, it's like you can buy them at like a local stores there at Newcastle, but
Oh.
they come in containers.
Oh.
So, but actually, one of our friends, Neil, he actually found some at Kohl's in Hermitage. Yeah, Hermitage.
Really?
So, okay, back on topic. What's one of the stores you really want to go to in the mall? We're going to Eastwood Mall, by the way.
The bookstore.
Books and Noble.
Yeah, the bookstore is the only store I really ever...
No, Books a Million, right?
Books a Million,
Yeah.
I like going to the bookstore. Sometimes I don't buy anything because they're expensive.
Yeah.
But I like to get their magazines because I like to read Majesty magazine.
Daddy one time just got like one hiker's book and it was like $20.
Yeah, they are expensive, but they have like a clearance.
Yeah.
So I try to look at them to see if there's anything, on sale. But I've been trying not to buy too many books because I have a lot of books. So.
What?
But yeah, I try not to buy too many books lately because I've got a lot. I've been trying to get them read, but I'll look around and see what I can find. But that's usually the only store I care about going in.
I love that Funko Pop roll. That's my favorite Funko Pop roll. I am a big Funko. Although, FYI, has a big Funko Pop wall though.
Does it?
Have you been in there before?
I don't know if I have or not.
Or is it FYE? I think it's FYE. I don't know.
I think I remember it.
Um,
I usually, I don't go into every store, but I'll sit up on a bench and hold everybody's package.
Now, when me and my family went there, the store Forever 21? I think it's what it's called, Forever 21.
Yeah.
We actually went in there. They had signs everywhere on that store saying big deals are closing down. They're shutting down. Every Forever 21, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My daddy was really mad because, he gets a certain type of cologne there, and there were no colognes there.
Aww.
Which, I mean, he's
Too
like...
bad.
They had, like, I think 6 clothing racks. So, you know those circle clothing racks?
Uh-huh.
They had 6 of them. With, like, 6 clothing on them. They were, like...
Really?
So... And people went wild in there.
I guess.
They were, like, shelves down in the back, I swear. It must have been, like, a mob in there.
Huh.
But,
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, Sports Obsession is one of the stores I really want to go to. I love Sports Obsession.
Yeah.
I don't care what you guys say, but Bengals is the right choice. I love the Bengals.
Yeah. I don't do sports, so I don't know anything about it yet.
Is boxing a sport? You're about to box Grandma tomorrow,
Yeah.
which will be streaming exclusively on Colton Warner Productions. So, it'll be.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be nice tomorrow. We'll check our weather out for tomorrow. 84, partly sunny. So yeah, it's a nice day tomorrow.
Anything else you want to talk about? Have anything on mind you want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, on that note, this was the very first episode of Colton, or I guess actually the Lightcore podcast, the very first episode of the Lightcore podcast with Aunt Barb.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah, go check out the Aunt Barb show, exclusively on Colton Warner Productions. Anything you want to say before we go?
Nope. Bye.
Bye.